Hey everyone, I'm Tiffany Owens, a 360 coach here at East Bank Club. I'm here to show you a full body workout done in 30 minutes, no equipment needed, so you can do it anywhere you want. You don't have to follow my pace. You can go faster to progress it. You can also go slower to modify it. I'll also have progressions available and modifications. So we're gonna go into it. 30 seconds on, no transition time, just going right back into the other exercise. We're first starting out with a squat and a butt kick. All you're doing is squatting, kicking your butt, alternating each of the legs. Bring your arms back to get your shoulders more into it. If you want to progress it, go a little quicker. If your knees hurt or if you have bad knees, all you do is a quarter squat. So just don't go down as low. Not a big deal. Go at your own pace. You're at home, you're wherever, nobody can see you. So we're still going. Again, 30 seconds, guys. There's gonna be no transition, so we're gonna go into the next one. The next one we're gonna do is gonna be the straight leg kicks. So you're gonna lock out your leg, you're gonna kick it up, you're gonna try to touch it with the opposite hand. It's okay if you can't touch it. It doesn't matter. Again, you're at home. Nobody cares if you don't have any flexibility. Try as much as you can to get your leg up. Try as much as you can to keep it locked out, squeezing into the front of your thigh. Your heart rate should be ramping up a little bit. Again, to progress, go a little quicker. Next one is gonna be jumping jacks. We're gonna add 2 variations of arm motions. First one, you're going out. So if you have any shoulder issues, all you do is stay at shoulder level. And to progress it, you're just going up over the head. Now, if you have any pain in the shoulders, go to this one. If you have knee issues, all you're gonna do is just step out. Not a big deal. Just step out, get that chest opened up. The next one, guys, getting ready for, we're going to the ground. So we're gonna go to the ground now. Again, no transition, so you're just going straight into it. Arms out to the side, drive through your heels, lifting your hips up. Come down, tap the ground, drive your hips up. Keep your shoulders down, shoulder blades stay on for this. And if you have time going up and down, well, you hold it. You can just hold it for 30 seconds. I'll show you more progression on the next round. Next one's gonna be a high plank. High plank push-up position right here. You bring your foot to the outside, rotate, bring it back down, bring it back around. Foot to the outside, rotate, bring it back down, bring it back around. Continue this, guys, if you're able to. If not, go onto hands and knees. Foot to the outside, rotate, bring it down, bring it around. Foot to the outside, rotate, bring it down, bring it around. All right, jumping back up, we're going back into the squats with the butt kick. Now I'm gonna show you a progression. If you find this too easy, your heart rate's already up, we're gonna go into jump squats. So what you're doing, you're coming down, throwing your arms back, throwing your arms back. Every time you land, you're absorbing your impact. You never wanna land stiff-legged. Bad on the joints, bad on the knees. If you're not ready for that, just stick to the squat with the butt kicks. You go at your own pace. Everybody starts differently. Next one's those straight leg kicks. No change in this. Getting the leg up, trying to touch it with the opposite hand. Hopefully you have music playing. All right, only 30 seconds. So you're almost done with this one. Remember, the next one's gonna be those glute bridges. So we're gonna be down on the ground. Get ready for that. And we're going down on the ground now. All right, glute bridges here. Driving through the heels. I'm gonna show a progression. If you're able to do this, no problem, don't progress. Progression, bring one knee up, place it back down. Bring the other knee up, place it back down. Notice how my hips aren't rotating. You do not want your hips to rotate on this. Back down. If that's too hard or your hips are rotating, you're going back into the reps. Next one, high plank position again. This time all you're doing is bringing your knee to your elbow, knee to elbow. alternating each side. If this is too hard for you, just hold this position right here. Knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Make sure your hips aren't low. Keep it all one straight line. If they start to dip, just pause and go right back into it. All right, guys. So we're gonna go for muscular endurance next. Hopefully your heart rate is going, hopefully your blood's flowing, and you're ready for the next round. Go ahead and get a drink, and then we'll be back. All right, everyone, ready for phase 2. This is gonna be muscular endurance. 50 seconds on, 10-second transition. If you need to pause at any time, you can, and then just go right back into it. First one we're starting with is gonna be push-ups. So, high plank position. We're gonna go into push-ups. Shoulders stay down, going down as far as you can. Try to corkscrew your hands into the ground, so you're literally trying to pull your elbows in. If that's too difficult for you, just drop your knees. Make sure that you keep a straight line from your head to your ankles and that your hips don't dip in. That's important to keep the pressure off of your lumbar spine. If that's too difficult, not a big deal. You find a chair, you find a table, you rest your hands on it. You angle yourself and you push yourself up. You can also do it on a wall. But right now, we still got some time for push-ups. This is gonna be 3 rounds. And we're gonna transition now. So, next one is gonna be the reverse lunge with kick. You're up. You're gonna take a step back, lunge, raise your arms, bring it through, kick, back down, switch. Arms come up, bring it through, switch. Arms come up, bring it through, switch. If this is too difficult, just step back, raise your arms, come back up. Step back, raise your arms, come back up. You can even add a kick into it. So you come back up, working on your balance. Alternate. Arms up, come back up, working on your balance. So right now, you have a little more time left. Again, it's 50 seconds off, 10-second transition. You're almost there. Keep going, guys. This is a quick workout. You can fit it in wherever you are. And we're gonna transition now. So the next one's gonna be a side plank. Again, you're back on the ground. You're going to rest on the shoulder or the elbow. Come up, hips are up. You can either hold it, lower your hips down slightly, come back up, lower down, come back up. You're only staying on this one side, and the next round of this, we'll switch to the other side. Again, you can hold this. If that's too hard for you, just bend the knees, 90 degrees and 45. Drive your hips up like this. Keep your knees down. And then when you get tired, just come back down. But make sure when you do this, you're driving your hips forward and just hold. Okay, same thing with this. Drive your hips forward right here, come down and back. There's no rotation of this, up and down. All right, next one, we're up again. We're going into side lunges. We're just gonna alternate each side. Spread the legs out wider than shoulders. Toes are facing forward. Arms are forward to counterbalance your body. Go into one side, press your hips forward at the top. Come to the other side, same thing. And when you do this, you want a straight line from your hips to your knee. Hips to your knee. Keep your back heel down. Sit into those heels. If this is too difficult for you, all I want you to do is go back into squats. Not a big deal. If you want to add that kick, you can as well. Just like we did with the reverse lunges. All right, so we're alternating here. You guys got it? Hips forward. You don't have to go down as low as I do. You also can go down lower. All right, we're starting with the first one again, going back down to push-ups. So, push-ups here again, corkscrew your hands into the ground, going for as many push-ups as you can. Make sure that your hips aren't slacking. Keep a straight line from your head to your ankles. Drop your knees, if that's too difficult, come in here. You can even just drop your knees instead of pausing, and then finish out until you're completely fatigued. and then pause and go back into it. If you have a table or chair, remember, place your hands on it, lower yourself down to it, push yourself up, even with the wall. So, get in here, elbows stay back. You guys are almost done. And we're transitioning. We're going to reverse lunge with the kick. So, come in here, kick, back down. Come in here, kick, back down. If you want to progress it, you can go into jump lunges. So progression is just reversing. Jump lunges. Make sure your knees are good. Make sure your hips are good. Don't progress if you can't do the reverse lunge. Progressions are for when this does not overload your body. So we got some time left. The next one is going to be those side planks. So we're going to be down on the ground again. We're going to do the other side. So hopefully you remember what side you did first. Woo! My heart rate's going. And here we go. Down to the side plank. Other side. Stack the heels. Drive your hips up. Raise your arm. Raising your arm will ensure that your shoulder doesn't round forward. If that's too hard, drop your knees, bring your heels back to your butt, press your hips forward, going into a side lunge on the knees, or a side plank, I'm sorry. But right now, coming back up. For those advanced, you're going up and down with the hips, trying to maintain that straight line. Don't bend the knee. None of this. Always maintain that straight line. All right, the next one we're gonna go into is the side lunges. So, get ready for the side lunges. Go head up, and spread out the legs. Go into side lunges. Now, if you wanna progress this, go into it lower, and just do one side at a time. And then on the next round, because we have one more round, you can switch to the other side. Again, make sure that the knee and the hip are aligned. Hope you guys are having fun. Good music always helps. A pretty face always helps. All right, we're almost there. Now we're gonna have one last round after this. It's gonna start off with the push-ups. And if the push-ups are too easy for you, what you're gonna do is you're gonna elevate your feet on top of something. Now, push-ups, back into one. We're going push-ups until we can't anymore. After you can't anymore, you're dropping the knees. Continuing out, making sure your hips don't slack. You can always add little things to this to make it a little bit more fun. Raise the leg, switch, raise the leg, switch. Drop the knees, coming down. Almost there, guys. This is the last set of push-ups. Make it good. And coming back up. We're going into reverse lunges. So, stepping back. You guys should be sweating by now. If you're thinking this is too easy, that's not my fault. You're not going hard enough. It's okay, the wind blew that. A lot of wind in these places here. Again, progression. We're going into jump lunges. If you get too tired then, go back into the reverse lunges. Next one is gonna be the plank. Side plank. Whatever side was weaker, that's the side you're gonna do. My left side is usually weaker, so I'm gonna do my third round on the left side. I'll go up and down, keeping my legs straight. When I get too tired, hold it. Come on, guys, this is the last round. You have to push yourself through this. The last round is what counts. It's what pushes you past the limits, makes room for adaptation in the muscles. You're already into it, and you're almost done. Drop the knees if you get fatigued out, and we're transitioning to the last one. Last one is gonna be the side lunges. So again, go on each side. Now, if you wanna make it a little bit more fun, if my face just ain't doing it for you, it's okay. All you would do, step out, drive in. Step out, drive in. Then you can alternate. Step out, drive in, balance, alternate. Oop, drop back, balance, alternate. Drop back, balance, alternate. Add a little bit of excitement to this. Again, you can switch around pretty much any exercise to progress or modify. Almost there, guys. Okay, you guys are gonna get a drink. Good job. Towel off, I know I am. And then we'll start the second round of muscular endurance. You did great. Hopefully you got some water, towel off, I know I did. We have another phase 3 of muscular endurance. If you made it this far, keep going, guys, because after this, it's a stretch. This round, again, is gonna be 50 seconds on, 10-second transition. There is 4 exercises, that's it, and we're only doing 2 rounds of them. So you got this, finish it out strong. All right, so first one, it's an inchworm with a push-up. However, you do not have to do the push-up. Inchworm, bring your hands to the ground. If you're not flexible, bend the knees or widen them out. Get your hands to the ground, walk them out to a high plank position. Go into a push-up, and then keep your legs straight, bend, and then come up. If that's too difficult, keep doing it if it wasn't too difficult. If it was, you're coming down or coming down like this, depending on how flexible you are. Walking it out, and then just come back in. Pushing your hands back, bend the knees when you need to, and then stand up. If you get vertigo or you're dizzy, then all you do is just hold a plank. Okay, so you hold a plank like this until it's time, 50 seconds. If that's too hard, drop your knees. Next one. Next one will be invisible jump rope. You just act like there's a jump rope. So, hopping on the toes, 50 seconds. Try to stay light on your feet. If this is too much impact for you, all you're gonna do is just march. So too much impact, bad knees, bad hips, all you gotta do is march. Trying to get those knees up as high as you can, okay? But for everybody else, you're going into a jump rope. This is the only jump rope that you can't mess up. So if you suck at jump roping, you're gonna be great at this. Make sure you get your hands into it. You can even mix it up, jump back and forth. And we're almost there. The next one, you're back on the ground. You're gonna go on your stomach for the next one. It's gonna be a Superman, and we're gonna add a motion to catch your upper back. So we're down on the ground. All right. Arms are gonna be out, legs out. Everything's gonna come up off the ground, trying to get your thighs off the ground. Bring your elbows into your torso here, trying to not let your hands fall, but keeping them parallel to the ground. Come back forward, and then come down. Trying to get your thighs off the ground. Bring your elbows into your torso, into your side. Keep your hands up. Come back forward, come back down. If that's too difficult, go into a field goal. Your shoulder blades. Come back down. Up, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Up, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Up, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Now flip over to your back. Bicycle, guys. So we're gonna be hands behind. Legs up, shoulder blades off the ground, hitting the upper portion of controlled ground. Going faster won't help you. Again, elbows are out. Don't allow your hips to rotate. Just rotate with the upper half. If this is too hard, bring your legs up and go from here. If that's still too hard, bring your shoulder blades off the ground, knees at 90, and just hold your hands back to your ears. Okay, so that is the modifications. Going back to the bicycle, rotating to each knee, and then come up. Starting it out from the beginning, guys. This is a last round, so really make this count. Coming down to the ground, walking your hands out. Going into a push-up. Walk your hands back, bend the knees when you need to. Come back up. If that's still too hard, widen out the legs. Come down to the ground when you can. Walk it out. Push up, come back in. And if you're getting vertigo, but you want to progress the plank, all you have to do is go into a push-up, press your chest back. Go into a push-up, press yourself back. Okay, that's another modification here for you guys. Okay, but if you're good with the inchworm, get that extra step in where you're standing, going back down. Out, push up, come back up. And that was the inchworm. We're going to the jump rope. Jump rope, guys. Act like there's an invisible jump rope. You're going up and down. Oh. Don't mind that. If your mic falls off, just clip it on the back and continue. You can even multitask during this workout. All right, guys, keep going, keep going. If you want to progress, get your hips into it. Rotate, stay on your toes. Go back and forth, side to side. Whatever you want to do. Almost there. Next one is going to be on the ground. All right. We're going. And to the ground. Superman, guys, Superman. Arms out. Going up. Retracting back. Coming back. And down. That's one. Also, field goal position. Keep going with that one if you can. To modify, coming up, hold for 3 seconds, come back down. Up, 3, 2, 1, down. Really try to get those thighs off the ground. Up, 3, 2, 1, down. It's okay if you don't get that high. Up, 3, 2, 1, down. 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 All right, roll over, bicycle. Last exercise before the stretch. And hands behind the ears. Start rotating each knee. The lower you keep your legs, the harder it is. Modification, bring your legs up higher. Modification 2, hold this pose here with your shoulder blades off the ground. All right, less than a minute left, and then you get a stretch. Make sure to hang around for the stretch. It doesn't take that much time. We're only doing a couple, and they're big, important stretches that everybody should be doing. When your muscles get tight, they start pulling on the attachment points, causing pain and aches. Flexibility at the end will help you with that. All right, guys, great work. Now, that was your muscular endurance. Stay tuned to the flexibility, please, because it's really important. Now there's a whole bunch of blood going through your tissues. They're very pliable. This is the best time to stretch. So I'm gonna go rinse myself off with a towel, and then I'll be back. If you have a towel or a pillow, please fold it up into a square. This one stretch is gonna be for the hip flexor, and you're gonna be on your knee, so you want a little bit of padding underneath. Set it down. You're gonna have one knee down, one foot up. You're going to squeeze into the back leg glute muscle here, driving your hip forward. Now what you should feel is a stretch right down here. If it's too much on your knee, get a pillow, place it underneath, or what you can do, everybody stay in that position if it's not too bad for you. Squeeze into that glute muscle, get those hips forward. What else you can do is place your foot on a chair. Same thing, pressing your hip forward, okay? Now we're gonna do the other side. Other side down, foot up. You're going to take your hip, press it forward. Make sure that it's facing the same direction as your knee here. Foot is back out. You wanna hold these for at least 30 seconds. You get a lot out of a 30-second hold or longer at the end of these. Take this time, kind of wind down. And then again, if it's too much on your knee, just go onto a chair. Now the next one is gonna be a thoracic rotation. Thoracic is just the upper part of the spine, just a fancy word. Has a lot to do with shoulder mobility. Now, your knees are gonna be at 90 degrees. Your knees are gonna be down and together. These have super glue. They don't come off of each other. Head's down on the ground. If it's on your shoulder, pull it out from under you. Take the top hand, rainbow it over you. Do not allow these knees to come up. And hold. You should not have your knees up. We want the rotation in the upper half. We don't want it from the lumbar region. Your lower back is not supposed to rotate. It has about 4 degrees of rotation, so you don't want to pull from your lumbar spine. Take some deep breaths in this position, and then bring it back. Rotate to the other side. If you find that you can't get your hand to the ground when you come over to the other side, it just means you need to work on this more. You need rotation in the upper part of the spine, again, so you don't pull from the lumbar. Also, so you have better shoulder range of motion. Take some deep breaths. And if you want to go through these stretches again, go through them again on your own. But you guys did fantastic. Thank you for working out with me, and please do it whenever, wherever you can. I'm Tiffany Owens. Thank you.